Smoke on the water. Wow, wow, wow. The moment a Frank Zappa show turned into an inferno and inspired Deep Purple. Uh-huh. Okay, so Soft Parade by the Doors. Okay, but yes, R2, I am. I am open to other languages. Indeed. Uh, all right. So these are the last two songs we're doing. One by Dervorin and Bob. So I will check those out. So thank you. Let me read this up, and then we will close up the night here. Yeah, I can play the bass for you sometime. And it's all right. It's on the cheaper end, but it gets the job done. Okay, so let's see. Let's read this article here. Taking a look into the Far Out magazine vault, we're revisiting one of the most dangerous concerts Frank Zappa was ever involved in. The leader of the Mothers of Invention, Zappa had gained a reputation as one of rock and roll's most potent performers when he took the stage in 1971 at the Montreux Casino. His wild and wonderful shows were known for burning the house down. Little did they know, on December 4th that year, that analogy would be an all too real occurrence. Wow, December 4th, huh? We're almost there. Frank Zappa was an agitator extraordinaire. His music was deliberately provocative and emotive. He relished the idea of freaking out the neighborhood and encouraged it wherever he moved to. As well as being in the middle of it all, Zappa was a serial supporter of all things subversive. He was the jester in the court of rock and roll, and his live shows followed suit. But at the Montreux Casino, Geneva, Switzerland, things took a decidedly serious turn and thought it may have gone on to inspire one of rock's greatest songs. It nearly ended in a catastrophic inferno. Frank Zappa and the Mothers took to the stage at Montreux and began to perform their intense, irreverent, and intellectual music. Playful and poised, the set was as magical and transcendent as usual until the moment a deranged fan, seemingly for no reason, fired a flare gun at the band. It was the spark that would light the tinderbox of the old building. What? God damn, dude. Just a fan with a flare gun. Really? Really, dude. Like, it started a searing fire which would sadly leave several fans injured as they dashed to escape the flames. The band's equipment destroyed, made their tour almost inconceivable, and left the iconic venue in smoldering ruins. Initially, though, the group treated the flare gun with expected irreverence, as mentions of Arthur Brown rang around the mics. However, things soon turned serious. They were very organized. Zappa said in an interview shortly after the blaze, "I was just lucky that many of the fans were able to speak English because I didn't know what to say to them in French." The fire spread so quickly that all the people in the front were trapped. Peter Schneider later recounted in a blog post from 2009, "There was a large door on the right-hand side as you faced the stage, but I do not know if it was open or closed. I stood behind the crowd, who were trying to get out through the large glass windows which covered the whole of the front of the building from one side to the other. I owe my life to a Swiss fireman who came in with a huge axe and started to break the windows one by one, starting from the left towards the stage," Schneider continued. The glass smashed to the ground and all the people in the front started to jump out. The building was on the second floor, or at least half a floor up, so it was quite a jump. Shortly after, the audience had made it safely away from the building. The venue's heating system exploded and confirmed the building's final moments would be spent in ashes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, guys. Just because of one fan, right? Flare gun. How silly, dude. So it inspired Deep Purple Smoke on the Water. We all came to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time. For example, the motors were the best place around, but some stupid with the flare gun. Smoke. Yeah, oh, these are the lyrics. Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time. Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around, but some stupid with the flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. That is so funny, dude. Well, thanks for joining me for that story, everybody. Wow, most of the Gary Moore songs were done at that venue. Oh, wow. All right, guys. Let's move on. What a story. Like, seriously. A flare gun. Wow. Almost killed people. I hope they caught that person, spanked him, dude, in public. So we have to thank the gold tier patrons. We have Alec Crawford, Gary Milstead, Joseph Wilger, Onyxia, Peter K, Tammy Curtis, Good Stuff, Judith Orta, Allotrope, Richie G, Bill Jones, Dervoran, Mike C, Todd Weiler, Kip Staley, Jason Unger, Bob Kern, Tony Allen, Jim Tatro, Mark Gettemeyer, Dirk, Robert D. Hassinger, and Brett King. Thank you to every single one of the Patreon members. Really couldn't do this without each and every single one of you guys. So going over to patreon.com/JohnSlop for early access to these videos, and please leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. All right, talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.